And the music is ending, Boyd. It's time for us to talk. How are you?
I'm great. How are you, Carol?
I'm doing great. Thank you.
Good. Welcome to episode 8.
Yes.
We're doing
Already.
something different today.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to play a game.
Awesome.
We love games. We're going to play a game
Um,
today. One of our newer webinars is the top 5 reasons why your small business loan request was or will be denied,
nice.
right? If it wasn't,
Mm-hmm.
it probably will be.
Yeah.
And so this is a popular webinar that we do. And so we're going to answer these 5 questions. So maybe the little quiz show, game show style format for us here today. So
I like that.
yeah, let's jump right into it here. So there's 5 big reasons why banks say no to business loan requests. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to trust and test your knowledge here, Carol, on number 1. What is the number one reason why a small business loan request is denied by a bank?
Because you went to a bank and
You went
asked
to a
for a
bank.
loan,
Exactly right.
and the bank say no.
And the banks say no. How often do the banks say no?
Well, it was published in Forbes magazine
Mm-hmm.
on 2023
Yep.
that actually 80% of small business loan requests are
Mm-hmm.
denied by big banks.
By the big banks. Yeah, the
That's
big
a big
boys. So
number.
80% are denied. Now, it's
Mhm.
higher if you're a startup. It's about 90% if you're a startup,
Yes.
but
And
80% otherwise.
yes, and 71% by small banks.
By the small banks.
Hmm.
Yeah, so you have a little better chance going to a small bank, right?
Yes,
That'd
but
be,
still is
yeah,
a higher rate.
yeah, that's a very high rejection rate. Very high
Mm-hmm.
rejection rate. Now, that's not to bash the banks. We need the banks. We need the big
Absolutely.
banks. And as we always tell our clients, if you can get a loan from one of the big banks, do it. It's probably going to have the best terms and the best rates, right? Because they have massive resources available to them. So they'll
Yeah.
probably be able to give you the best deal. So if you can, get it from them. But it's pretty
Yes.
hard to do otherwise, right?
Yes, because banks, they don't like risks.
They don't like risk.
Yes, and
Exactly right.
um it is hard. We don't want, like you say, to bash them, but
Hmm.
they want, for that reason, they want to see that 2-year history to make it,
Yeah,
to see if your business really made it and it's
exactly.
continuing, it's generating revenue and it's worth
Hmm.
it.
Yep.
And then they want to see a business plan. They want to have all those guarantees that you really need. And see your business plan is going on and how you will generate the return of investment. Also, if it could be possible, but difficult to get started and early funding from a bank. But if you
Not
have good,
impossible,
no,
but difficult.
yes. But if you have great connections, that could be a possibility.
That could help too,
But
right?
it doesn't happen to everyone.
No,
So,
not there.
mhm.
So in an attempt to try to get more money into the hands of the little people, the people who are
Yeah.
trying to get businesses started, the SBA came out with a couple of different loans, the 7A and the 504. But
Mhm.
as it turns out, those are best used to buy existing businesses or to buy buildings or heavy equipment or things like that you need for a business. It's not really ideal for starting a business. Again, it's possible, but it's within that 71 to 80% range of no's, even from an SBA guaranteed loan.
Mhm.
And so then the SBA said, okay, let's try doing some micro lenders. You remember the
Yes.
names of our friends in the micro lending industry? Ascendus.
Yes,
Yep.
Ascendus. Yes, that's one of our favorite. And also the BBIF.
The
The
Black Business Investment Fund. Yep. Who
yes.
always asks us to remind people you don't have to be Black to
Yes.
use programs from the BBIF.
Uh-huh.
So, and both of those groups have wonderful, aggressive rates, lower credit scores than we can normally deal with. They have
Yes.
fantastic programs, but the only catch is with Ascendus, you have to be in business 6 months already. And with the Black Business Investment Fund, you have to be in business 12 months
12
already.
months.
So,
Yes.
still a challenge, a chicken and the egg kind of a challenge to get the money to get your business started.
Yes.
So I'm going to turn my page here. I've got my notes, to help you make sure you're
Of
giving me the right
course.
answers today.
This is an important
So,
topic. Hmm.
okay. So the number one reason that
Well, you
someone's
ask a bank.
yes to bank, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the second reason
Yes.
why you did not get your loan, and you touched on it a little bit already, is because your
Mhm.
business is not
It's less than two
it's
years
less than
old.
2 years old.
So
Yep.
this is for a lot of entrepreneurs and new business owners out there. Yes.
Yep. What's the
They
problem with being less than 2 years old?
there's not much history,
Yeah.
unfortunately, right?
Yep. Yep.
And it's not a proof that that idea has worked yet.
Right. That's the killer.
Unless, of course, it's a franchise we talked about in
Yep.
our episode 5.
Episode
That
5.
is a
Yep.
proven,
Yeah.
business that have worked, a formula that have worked already, that generated good revenue and just ready to have other franchises. But unless it's just not being proved it works. So yes,
Exactly right.
that for the banks is not that appealing. We have as a new entrepreneur with a new business, less than 2 years old. Of course, we're plenty of hopes and forecasts and
Yes.
dreams, but still,
But that's
it's
all.
up in there.
Yeah. Hopes and
Yeah,
dreams and unicorns and cupcakes and all these wonderful things that we expect are going to happen.
yeah,
And unfortunately, startups actually have a pretty high rate of failure.
yes.
And so that's why the banks are saying, whoa, let's get you to the 2 year mark and see how you're doing. And then if you're doing okay, we'll make some
Mhm.
money available. Maybe, right?
Because it's well known for a lower success rate. So,
Exactly. Right.
and
Exactly.
it's difficult. There is no bad idea. There are amazing ideas out there.
That's a great point. It's a beautiful
Yes,
thought. Yeah,
yes, to have a business. There are amazing ideas. It's just not been proven, so it's always a risk. And
exactly.
banks don't like risks.
And banks don't like risks. Exactly right.
So,
So now
and also, and
one thing I want to point
also,
out right here, if I
yes.
can,
Hmm.
is it's not just startups. It's if anybody has just purchased a business through an asset sale, they're technically now a startup. If they did an asset sale as opposed to a stock sale, they have the name and the customer base and the website and the phone number, but they don't have the credit history and not even necessarily the vendor relationships, or at least the vendor contracts. And
Uh-huh.
so vendors are going to put you through credit checks, and banks are probably not going to want to loan to you, or they'll give you a hard time for those first 2 years, because as soon as you sign the paper, no matter how old the business had been, it's now a startup.
It
And so
happened to
that's
you in your
it
previous
has
business.
yes, yeah, yeah. When we bought the CPR training center, it was already 20, 21 years old, but
Well
as soon as we
established.
bought it, technically
Mhm.
a startup. Yeah.
Mhm.
So a lot of people don't realize that when they buy a business, an existing business, they're a startup
Mhm.
on the day they sign the paper. So from your first idea for a business until the 2 year mark of operations, you're a startup. And that's just hard to get money. And that's the
Mhm.
second reason why the banks say no
No.
to most loan requests is
Mhm.
you're first of all, you went to a bank. Secondly, you're not 2 years old.
No.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
All right.
The third reason that a
Mhm.
bank says no to a small business loan request,
Mhm.
what is
Is
it?
that your bank your credit really stinks. It's
Your
not
personal credit stinks.
yes.
Yeah.
It's not the best out there, and just for the banks is again not what they want to see, not
Yeah,
something that they want to risk on. So if your
exactly.
personal credit stinks, that's another reason very important for no,
Yeah.
because while we're at where they're looking for what they're asking is at least 680, right? For
Mhm,
the
mhm.
FICO personal credit score.
Yep.
The higher the better, of
Higher
course.
the
If
better.
you if you want more money, just keep it higher.
Yeah.
And then of course they don't want to see any derogatory comments that
Right.
we already talked about. Um, Super important that you have a great credit history. We have encountered lately, and this is a surprise for me, very well known entrepreneurs, but they always work with cash.
Yes. Yeah.
And they don't really are funds or to have a credit card, and we have to tell them we can help you. But
Yeah.
before we need to start going to your bank, your favorite bank, your preferred bank, and ask for
Mhm.
a credit line, a credit card, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
We need to start having credit history. That's something that will tell the banks, okay, this person have a great record,
Hmm.
and is paying what they supposed to do. So it's showing that we can
Yep.
borrow money, they can have the ability to pay.
Yes. Yep.
So,
You've got to have a good credit score. You have to
mhm,
have a deep enough history with your personal credit cards as well.
yes,
It's good to see that there's been a car loan or a car lease or a home purchase, even student loans, any evidence that you have borrowed money and that you've paid it back on time, right?
yes.
Because we see a lot of derogatory comments on credit reports too, where people have been late,
Yeah.
not just once, but many times, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days late on payments. And what's the worst payment to be late on? Do you remember?
The worst payment, the mortgage.
Home
Yes,
mortgage. Yep.
please.
Home mortgage, the
Yes,
worst one to be late on. Yeah.
yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. And in those cases, I want to mention here again, for if someone is really having a hard time with their credit and their credit score, the personal
Hmm.
credit score is not that high, they still, if they want to have some type of funding,
Hmm.
we have the cosigner program.
The
This is still
cosigner
a bit.
program, the
So
secret
if that,
weapon.
yeah, so if they want, it's still available. If your partner or the person
Hmm.
that's going to co-sign for you, they should have a good personal credit score
Yes. Yep.
as well.
Yep.
Hmm.
In both our two most popular funding options for entrepreneurs, the syndicated line of credit as well as the personal term loans, both allow for cosigners. So it's
Hmm.
not the end of the road if your credit stinks. But if the bank tells you no because your credit stinks, well, let's talk about it. Let's find a cosigner,
Yes,
or we can send them to our friends at ASAP Credit Repair, who we heard back from a client yesterday who was so
I
thankful that we referred
know.
them to ASAP and said it was such a great experience. And now he's back looking for money, looking for funding.
Hmm.
So they do a great job. So if your credit stinks, it's not the end of the road. Let's take some
No,
time and fix it.
call us.
Yep. Maybe we have to say no today, but we'll get you funding in the future.
Absolutely, it's not
Yep,
the end of
absolutely.
the road.
Not the end of the road.
No.
Okay, Karol, the fourth reason why the banks say no to a business loan request.
Yes, fourth and very common, the credit utilization is high.
Yes.
Yes, and what banks like to see is below 45%, 35, you know, but no higher than that.
And so that's on personal credit cards.
Only,
Yep.
yes, because on credit business is a different story. So,
Yes.
so only that, and of course they're only looking for overutilization in the revolving accounts.
Hmm.
So they always expect that people manage those well,
Yep.
and they're showing that they can pay on time, and
Hmm.
they can do not only the minimum payments, but they just try to keep up with what they're expending and also at the same time paying. So
Exactly.
yes.
Exactly. So the answer for number three was you have bad credit. The answer to
Mm,
number four is your credit is overutilized. Because you can
yeah.
have, we've seen this, you can have a very high credit score, but still you have your balances are too high on your personal card. So people get surprised sometimes and say, well, my credit's, 750. Yes, it is.
Yes.
But your balances are too high on your credit cards. And the banks look at that as the worst kind of debt, actually, is your credit
Mhm.
card usage. So if it's below a 45, I mean, the lower the better, but 45 is kind of the limit,
Absolutely.
right?
Mhm.
So there are options there where you can maybe do a balance transfer, move things around. If you have the cash, you can pay it down. And we have a secret rep in there as well with Bridget, who they are willing to buy your personal debt off of your personal credit cards and hold on to it and then charge it back later to your business credit card. So now that becomes a business expense. So we've had
Mhm.
a few clients use that trick. It's helped them qualify for more. It's helped improve their personal credit card utilization ratio, and that's a win, right? So that's good. But
Mhm.
that's usually that's the fourth biggest reason, well, fourth most common reason that a bank will say no is the credit card utilization is just too high.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
ready for number five?
Yes,
What is the fifth
absolutely.
most common reason, Carol, that a bank is going to say no to a small business loan request?
But you haven't established enough business credit.
Business
And
credit.
that's our topic today.
that's a, that's a big and growing topic is the business
Yes.
credit.
Yes.
Yeah. So many people that we talk to have started their businesses and they've used all their cash and all their credit and they're kind of in a pinch now because they've spent everything they can. Their personal credit's going down and they need some kind of a cash infusion or some kind of a change to help make something happen.
Mhm.
If they had known previously about business credit and taken the proper steps in the proper sequence to build that business credit, they might be in a totally better place already. And so we have a separate webinar called How to Build and Leverage the Power of Business Credit. And it's available for free on our
Mhm.
website. And anytime you can go watch it. It takes about an hour. It will probably change the trajectory of your business to watch that. The business credit is superior to personal credit in every way. You can
Absolutely.
do so much more with business credit than you could ever do with
Mhm.
personal credit. And when you build your business credit the right way, and I always like to say there is a right way,
Yes.
you will get to where the banks are chasing you with offers for no cost or low cost capital.
Uh-huh. And not only that, instead of on the personal side that they're kind of punishing if you are
Oh, yeah,
using, and spending too much. In this case, on the business side, credit side,
it's the opposite.
is totally the opposite. They liked it when you asked for more money. They liked when
Yep.
you asked for, to increase their limit, the credit limit, and
Mhm.
that's what they want to see. And
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
it's
business credit is this opposite universe of personal
it's a
credit where they just want to
complete new
punish you
world.
all the time. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's completely different. So yeah, the business credit, if you don't know what business credit is, go to our website, find that pre-recorded webinar and listen and it'll
Mhm.
change the way you think about financing your business. Um because again, I'll just say it, there's so much more you can do with business credit than you can do personally. And ideally, and just to define, business credit means you get to the point to where your business qualifies for funding, not you. It's based on the business's ability to pay its bills, not yours. So you get to the point where your FICO score doesn't matter anymore in terms of business financing.
Mhm.
You don't have to provide your social security number anymore. You get to where the business stands on its own. The business qualifies for the money, that is a great place to be. There's peace of mind, and there's just so much more growth that can happen when you have that.
So here is the $1,000,000 question.
Haha.
When is the right time to plant a tree then?
The best time to plant a tree was 30 years ago,
Hmm. So same
and
thing. When is the best time to start really working on your business credit? Now.
it was
Yes.
30 years ago. But the next
Yes.
best time is right now. So,
Hmm.
yeah, this webinar we have posted for free. It literally explains step by step what you need to do to establish the foundation for business credit, and then how to grow it, so
Hmm.
that within 18 to 24 months, you get the banks chasing you with money. And
Hmm.
the key to starting a business and keeping a business running is cheap capital.
Hmm.
Cheap capital. And so this is the proper business credit can get to where you are enjoying cheap capital.
Hmm.
Huge.
I wish more and more people know about this because we
Hmm.
see it every day with our clients.
Yep.
Sometimes it's fear, but also they don't know.
They just don't know.
Don't
Yeah,
know
they've never
that.
heard of it. They don't know what it is. Yeah, we get very experienced business people in saying, "What's that?"
So is a big amount, a big ratio actually ended up in the situation that, okay, my personal credit is a mess. I need
Yeah,
to start working on repairing it. And then
yeah,
I don't have established business credit.
yeah.
And I'm already 2, 3 years on the business or even further. And my business is doing great. But then
Get
I
that tree
waited
planted.
too long.
Yeah, get the tree
Hmm.
planted now, so you can
Yes.
enjoy the shade of that tree in a couple of years, and
Hmm.
it's worth the time. It's worth the effort to build that business credit.
So I am so happy to hear always the feedback from so many clients, and even on social media, there are comments that they appreciate so much because this resources, this information that you're
Yep.
giving them, that we're giving them, it's so beneficial for their business.
Right.
And I wish that more and more of new entrepreneurs, or even people that have previous businesses but they want to open another one, can do things the right way.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah. And business credit is the
Yeah,
right way.
absolutely.
All right. Let's review those top 5 reasons then, shall we? As
Sure,
we
yes.
sum up the game show here, top 5 reasons why small business loans are denied by banks. Number one,
You ask the bank
you
for
ask the bank.
money and the bank say no.
Number two,
Your business is less than 2 years old.
number
Mhm.
three,
Their personal credit
your
stinks.
personal credit stinks. Number four,
Your personal credit utilization is too high.
it's too high. And number five,
You have not established sufficient business credit
there you
just
go.
yet.
And we can help you with all of that, right? Yeah. When the bank says no, is it the end of the road, Karol?
Absolutely not.
It is
Just
not.
call us because we'll try to help you. And maybe we cannot help you right the moment. We can have a plan and we can work on towards that goal of establishing
Exactly.
business credit and repairing your personal credit as well.
Exactly. Put together a funding plan, help
Yeah,
you see how you're going to get there.
absolutely.
Absolutely. I think I hear music playing.
Yes.
It's that time. We did it.
Already, wow. Went fast.
It did. So
Mhm.
until next week, Karol, a pleasure.
Yes, same, same. Thank you. And when banks say no, just call Otro.
It's Karol. Thanks, Karol.